Hi, hello, this is Yogappriya, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics. So today we are discuss about direct input-output and indirect input-output port addressing. Direct input-output port addressing. In this addressing mode are used to access the data from standard input-output mapped devices or ports, and then in direct addressing mode an 8-bit address is directly specified in the instructions. Example IN, AL 09H, the operations port address equal to 09H. So AL port moved to AL, and then 09H is a content of the port with address moved to AL register. And then in this direct input output port addressing is directly specified to the instruction. The direct input output addressing mode is method where the CPU is directly interact with the input output devices, the specific address assigned to each other, and the addressings are different from the main memory RAM and part of the main memory RAM. And then direct input output addressing mode. Direct input output addressing mode is a method where the CPU is directly interact with the input output devices and specific memory address assigned to the each others. These addresses are different from the main memory RAM and the port of the IO buses. The CPU uses these address to send the control signals and data from the input output devices. And then advantages of direct input output. The first, data transfer. Input output allows for the faster data transfer because it bypasses the main memory and communication directly with the IO devices. And then flexibility. It provides flexible values, the control and communication with input output devices. And then disadvantages of input output port addressing. It is a address spaces is less than the large number of input output devices can lead to occupy these spaces, and then hardware opportunities and hardware complexibilities. The direct input output requires specific hardware to decode and manage input output devices. And then indirect input output port addressing. In this addressing mode, the instructions will specify the name of the register which hold the port address. In 8086, the 16-bit port address is stored in a DX register. DX is one of the register. And then example out DX, AX. The operations of port address equal to DX register. So the register moved to port address. Register is the AX register, and then content of AX is moved to port whose address is specified by the DX register. And then relative addressing instructions. In this addressing made, the effective address of a program instructions is specified related to instructions points IP. IP is an instructions point by an 8-bit signed displacement. Example JZOAH. This is an relative addressing operations. The relative address operations OOAH is moved to OAH. This is an sign extended. If ZF equal to 1, ZF means 0 flag equal to 1, then the program control jumps to the new address calculated above. If 0 flag equal to 0, then next instructions of the program is executed. The next addressing is a implied addressing mode. Instructions using this mode have operated. The instructions itself will specify the data to be operated to the instructions. Example CLC. It is an clear and carry flag to 0. Thank you.